Story 1, Shadows in the Wilderness. Imagine waking up in the middle of the Utah desert and discovering that while you were dead asleep, someone silently moved your entire tent 30 feet away without waking you or any of your 3 friends, and then arranged all 4 tents into a perfect ritual circle around a stack of stones that definitely wasn't there when you went to bed. That's exactly what happened to us. It was spring break, sophomore year of college. Me and my crew, Mark, Lena, and Theo, were broke as hell, so we ditched paid campgrounds and went full wild camping in the Red Rock backcountry outside Moab. I'd found the spot on an obscure overlanding forum, a hidden clearing at the end of a Jeep trail that looked like it hadn't seen a tire in years. We rolled in at golden hour, set up our 4 cheap tents in a lazy cluster, cracked a few sodas, played some cards, and by midnight we were all out cold. I'm the lightest sleeper on the planet. Usually I wake up every time a coyote farts 10 miles away. But that night I was gone, like someone slipped me a horse tranquilizer. Morning hit, I unzip my tent, and my stomach drops through the dirt. Our tents are no longer scattered. They're now positioned in a perfect diamond, 25 feet from where each one had been. Guy lines still perfectly staked, nothing inside disturbed. My sleeping bag is crumpled exactly how I left it. Phone still on the charger, water bottle half full, right where I set it. In the center of the diamond, a neat cairn of 3 heavy stones balanced like some ancient monument. We all crawl out at the same time, faces pale, no one saying a word at first because we can already feel it. This freaky group mind meld. Lena starts shaking as she describes a dream where she's walking across an endless red desert and an unseen voice is counting every single step she takes. Mark says he dreamed he was marching in military formation, boots pounding in perfect rhythm. Theo and I remember nothing, but the fact that 2 of us had almost identical counting dreams makes the hair on our necks stand straight up. Then we spot the drag marks, clear grooves in the dirt from the original spots that stop dead 10 feet short of the new positions, like the tents were dragged halfway and then lifted and carried the rest of the way without ever touching the ground again. Theo accidentally kicks over the stone stack. The second the rocks hit the dirt, all 4 of us hear it at the exact same moment. A deep, grinding rumble from somewhere beneath the desert floor, like a massive stone door slowly opening miles away. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. We just started tearing down camp in total sync, hearts hammering, hands trembling, feeling each other's terror like it was our own. 5 minutes later, we were peeling out of there in a cloud of dust. 4 years later, we still don't talk about it. But sometimes when it's really quiet, I swear I can still feel that invisible 5th presence watching from just over my shoulder. Story 2, Echoes of the Forgotten. Imagine fleeing life's chaos only to stumble into something far darker. I'm Jordan, 29 now, freelancing in digital marketing from Missoula. The gig's steady, flexible, lets me vanish when needed. But last winter, post-breakup from a long-term relationship, despair hit hard. Therapy, hobbies, nothing clicked. Desperate, I craved radical reset, solo immersion in nature's raw embrace. Outdoors defined my youth, scout badges, family treks honing survival skills. Dad's lessons stuck. Navigate, forage, defend. Craving utter seclusion, I dove online late night, unearthing a forgotten Idaho forum thread on hidden gems in the Bitterroot National Forest. Coordinates whispered of untouched realms, far from trails. I confided vaguely in my sister about the zone, not specifics. With vacation days banked, I geared up midweek, rations for 10 days, filter system, med kit, and my trusty bolt-action rifle, essential against bears or worse in those wilds. The journey spanned 5 hours, smooth pavement yielding to gravel, then a faint, overgrown lane my nav ignored. Backtracking via forum clues, I cleared fallen limbs twice, truck grinding through mud. Dead-ending at a thicket I parked, knowing reversal awaited departure. Exiting, serenity hit, until spotting the relic, a faded khaki tent, decades old, mildew blooming across its fabric like a disease. Intrigue overrode caution, no fresh signs suggested occupancy, yet it screamed abandonment. Approaching, I hailed. No reply. Zipper ajar, I peered in. Rancid decay assaulted me, like rot festering unchecked. Braving the reek, I spied a worn bedroll, rusted tins, and a small ledger. Snatching the book, I retreated, gasping. Inside, endless slashes, bundled in fives, pages tallied thousands, final count nearing a year. Mystery thrilled more than scared. I pocketed it, pondering the counter's fate. Camping opposite, I kept watch, unease simmering. Exploration yielded zilch, no remnants of prior humans, pristine as Eden. Stars blazed that eve, exhaustion claiming me fast. But midnight roused me abruptly. Instinct screamed alert. Rigid in darkness, ears strained, murmurs, plural voices debating faintly, perhaps 15 yards off. Sweat beaded, solitude's promise shattered by intruders. Terror mounted. This wasn't wildlife. Feigning sleep, footsteps encircled, predatory. Grip on rifle tightened as the flap rattled, zipper straining against locks. They clawed fabric next, nails scraping like knives. Voice booming, I warned of armament. Silence, then scattering. Multiple directions, at least 4 sets fleeing discordantly. Dawn couldn't come soon enough. Rifle displayed, I emerged scanning. The ancient tent vanished. No imprint, no holes, erased. But footprints ringed my sight. Bare, varied sizes, some sunk deep as sentinels. One trail led to an oak, fresh notches, 5 clusters of 5, plus partial, mirroring the ledger's code. Implications curdled my blood. Ongoing vigil, perhaps on me. Worse, nearby branch dangled a mutilated rabbit, strung grotesquely, eyes vacant in accusation. Bile rose. Hunter I am, but this reeked of malice, a warning. Adrenaline fueled frantic teardown, glances darting, focus fracturing. Loaded, I reversed the tortuous path, unscathed but shattered. Back home, reporting felt futile. Who'd venture there? The rabbits posed torments, threat or ritual. I shudder at prolonged stay's outcome. Rifle my soul's savior. Wilderness solitude? Never again. Some echoes refuse to fade. Story 3, Whispers from the Edge. Picture this, a romantic getaway turning into a nightmare you can't wake from. I'm Alex, and this unfolded last fall when I was 24. My partner Riley and I had dreamed up this escape for ages. Just us, unplugging in the wilds of Tennessee's Smoky Mountains. After 2 years together, our spark had dimmed amid daily grind, so we hoped nature would reignite it. I researched spots endlessly online, landing on a secluded area in the Cherokee National Forest. Not too popular, yet not utterly forsaken. Reviews mentioned a handful of dispersed sites along a bumpy access path. We hit the road Friday midday, grabbing snacks at a roadside market before navigating the twisting route. My SUV bouncing over ruts and stones. Arriving at dusk, the layout impressed me. Scattered benches, fire pits, and plots nestled amid dense foliage for privacy. We cruised past empty lots until spotting a lone gray hatchback at one. No occupants visible. Riley chose the endpoint site, where the trail faded into underbrush, offering a shielded glade perfect for our setup. Unpacking took time. Riley's meticulous nature meant precise placements, tent angled for morning light, cooler secured against critters. As twilight deepened, I kindled a blaze while she prepped wraps, and for hours bliss reigned. Flames crackling, shared laughs, the forest's hush enveloping us like a warm embrace. No agendas, just presence. Exactly what we needed. Around 9, Riley headed to rinse off at a nearby stream. I lingered by the fire, embers glowing, when a figure materialized at the site's periphery, beyond the firelight's reach. My pulse spiked. No footsteps had announced him. He mumbled an apology, introducing himself as Jordan, mid-30s, from the gray car. His stare pierced, unblinking, stirring unease, but politeness held my tongue. Riley returned, her posture stiffening at the intruder. Jordan pivoted, complimenting our choice. Nice and hidden back here. He claimed solo vibes to escape crowds, ironic given his intrusion. Instantly, his focus locked on Riley, sidelining me entirely. Conversation dragged, him probing her about hikes, her responses clipped, tension thick as fog. I interjected, citing early plans, shooing him off. He vanished into shadows without a light, odd for the uneven terrain. We debriefed the creepiness, vowing to shake it off, lingering by the fire before dousing it and bedding down. Sleep claimed me swiftly, but awakening jarred me. Distant murmurs pierced the night, like a hushed debate nearby. Riley slumbered peacefully beside me. Protectiveness surged. I slipped out quietly, flashlight in hand, but the voices ceased as if sensing me. Sweeping the beam revealed nothing, perhaps late-night wanderers. Dismissing it as harmless, I returned, not wanting to alarm her come morning. The day unfolded gloriously, trails winding through vibrant foliage, sweat and scenery bonding us anew. Evening approached. Fetching logs from our stack, a scrap of paper caught my eye, wedged under the wiper. Unfolding it, relocate your shelter now. Dread knotted my gut. I confessed the nocturnal sounds to Riley. Her face paled, suspecting Jordan. As if summoned, he appeared, same attire, igniting my fury. I confronted him sharply. Stop lurking. He feigned concern. Just ensuring you're okay. Riley pressed. Why us? His response floored us. He was startled by our youth here, citing local legends of eerie happenings. Abandoned gear, vanished traces in the depths. Skeptical yet unnerved by his deadpan delivery, I listened as he described footsteps circling his vehicle overnight, prompting his early exit. He urged us likewise. Sunset loomed. We packed hastily, Riley's tremors betraying her fear. I soothed her amid my own rising anxiety, loading the SUV as shadows lengthened. Driving off, I glimpsed Jordan's car still parked, him kneeling by a wheel. Curiosity halted me. He revealed a deliberate slash in the tire, jagged and malicious. Shock froze us. He begged a ride. Riley's whisper vetoed it. Instead, I promised to alert authorities upon signal. Barreling down the path, headlights pierced the gloom. 100 yards out, to the side, 4 silhouettes in the trees, motionless, exposed as if daring us to notice. Human, no doubt. Riley gasped too. Brakes slammed involuntarily, mind whirling. Warn him? But her frantic plea, "Go!" propelled me forward. Silence shrouded the highway return. Signal restored, I dialed emergency, recounting all. They dispatched help, but no follow-up came. Guilt gnaws. Was Jordan victim or villain? Riley insists conspiracy, but doubt lingers. That glimpse of figures haunts my dreams, a visceral reminder of vulnerability and isolation.